Jesus taught us with nature. The scripture as such that it is, I say that because, you know, it's been edited and all that kind of stuff, doesn't really matter. That Jesus taught a lot from nature. Jesus knew the law. He knew the law of the Hebrew law. He knew it really well, and that's reflected in some of the scripture too, saying that he was a child and that he could have conversations with the teachers of the law. But what he did when he was with the people, what he did that actually changed hearts and minds and realities, he actually talked to them of nature. Why? Because they understand nature. Because we are nature. The human being is nature. And so it is calling to your understanding yourself, the truth of who you are. And you can look at, again, a tool like a flower and understand absolutely everything about the universe. You really can. Everything about yourself, because you, in your purest form, you are a fly. I say that, and I'm actually wearing a t-shirt that says, I'm going to show it to you. I don't know if you can see it. It says, "My guru is a butterfly." It's a t-shirt that actually I made, and I made that because I had a conversation with a couple of butterflies and telepathically, and learned a universal concept that no one had ever taught me before by having a conversation with the butterflies. So you see, Jesus was showing these people that they had everything that they needed. They didn't need to be more articulate. They didn't need to have more money or gold, silver, whatever they had at the time. They didn't need to be studied in the law. And this is actually part of what he was persecuted for by the teachers. This is why many of the teachers, actually what those discussions with the arguments that he had with the teachers of the law in the temples, was because he knew the law really well, and he was looking at the love inside the law. And many of those teachers were not. They were looking at the shell of things. And Jesus was saying, no, there is love here, and it's the only thing that matters. And when he was with the people, and he was out there, and he was teaching them, and he was talking to them about mountains and mustard seeds and lilies of the field, and he wasn't talking to them about the law the way the teachers would expect him to. They say, this man has great power. He is a great teacher. Perhaps many call him, he is the Messiah, perhaps some say, because they expected a Messiah to be changing their reality. The stars had told them that would happen. And they looked at him and they say, but he knows and what pissed them off, what pissed off the teachers, because they knew he knew the law and he wasn't teaching it to them. Because he said, I don't need to teach them about the law. What they need, all they need, the only thing that's in the law that matters is love, so I will show them how they are love right now. And I'll show them by talking about a flower. And I'll show them by talking about the seed of a flower. And I'll show them by telling them that their faith healed them. You see, he was showing them that they had everything that they needed already because they are nature. And he wasn't going out there, like I say, and telling them about some dusty things and saying you need these facts and you need to understand this. No, he was out there having an experience with these people. He was holding space with them so they could feel. And when they did that, he was able to actually manipulate, not he, but they would hold space together and the reality would change. They would have instantaneous physical healings, and they called that miracles. And they would have changes in the social construct by him regarding a woman who had been discarded by society. And they called that heresy because that was against what is clean and what is unclean. And he said, all that is clean is love. And you are love and we are love. And you are all gods because the only thing that a God is love. And you are love and I am love. And we have everything that we need in this moment. And it is enhanced by us coming together. As long as that intention is to awaken and get into the truth of your being, which is love, to identify with it. There's nothing that makes us more alive, vulnerable, inspired than feeling love for ourselves. When someone shows us love, when you do have the experience of being in the presence of an angel, When you have the experience of being in the presence of a beloved animal, and you feel that love radiating at you, it's because you're loved, and it shows you that you are love, and you feel that you're worthy of love. That is what brings you to tears. That is what brings you to inspiration. And so you have that right now because it's all about you experiencing the truth of who you are, which is love. And so that love, directing it right back into yourself and feeling it deeply. I actually would love for all of you to try this practice that I think I've been practicing it for about 6 or 10 months. I can't remember exactly. But you can actually, if you can turn off that lower mind chatter, take your attention off of it, and feel for your authentic voice. Your authentic voice is the one that tells you that you're beautiful and that you're talented and that your intentions are lovely and pure. And you can feel, for me, I hear that voice, I hear it as my own voice. And so when I experience it, I'm stricken because it's my own voice with my own feeling telling me how wonderful I am. And the other part about it that's amazing is that I know that I know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm the best witness of me. You know, someone else, my mother or my friend, tells me that I'm lovely and smart or whatever, I can discount that because I'm like, yeah, well, you're not with me all day long and you don't hear what goes on in my head and you haven't seen me screw things up royally. But see, I am me. So if I hear my own voice telling me how loved I am, can you all feel that right now? Can you take a moment with me? Take a breath. And just feel. Feel into your heart center. Feel that. Say, I am love. If you can, repeat after me and say, I am beauty. I am talented. I am intelligence. I am intelligent. I love this person that I am. Say it to yourself. Say, I love you. I love you. I love you because you are divine. I love you because you are truth. I love you because you are power. I honor your desires. I know they are treasures to be given out into this experience and to be had by me. I know. I feel them. I honor them. And I drop all of my doubts in this moment. And I say, I partner with you, the divinity of me. And I partner and I say, I believe in your light. I believe in my light. I believe in those desires. I believe in those intentions. And I partner my intention to allow them to unfold, to allow myself to receive from the cooperative components of the universe, from divinity, from all of those personalities and consciousnesses of nature and divine, of God, of angels, of any supportive helpers. And I open my mind, my higher mind, to be recalibrated in this moment, to be cleaned out of things that no longer serve me. And I say thank you for the experience of having had them. And I honor myself for having had them, and I release them in this moment so that I can manifest, so that I can receive. I receive blessings unto myself because it is divine to do so.